Hey guys, what's up? It's Ambush with another Apex Legends video, and today I'll be showing you some advanced tips and tricks for crypto. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and let's get right into it. Tip number one is that crypto's drone can travel really far. It can go up to 200 meters, but it only highlights enemies for you and your team when they're within 30 meters of the drone. Tip number two is that when your drone is destroyed, it has a 40-second cooldown, and your ultimate has a 3-minute cooldown. So just be careful with your abilities because they do have decent cooldowns, so you can't get them back really quickly. Tip number three is that the EMP does 50 damage and only 2 armor. So if you don't have any armor on, don't worry, it won't damage you. And the EMP also will destroy Watson, Caustic, and Rampart traps. Tip number 4 is that your EMP does damage your own shields, but not your teammates. Although it does give you and your team that movement, stun, and slow down, so just be careful if you're using it on yourself in the middle of a firefight. Tip number 5 is that if you're in a fight, just position your drone above the enemies so that you can see where they are at all times. It'll highlight them for you, and you don't have to be in your drone to know where they are. Tip number 6 is that your drone can be destroyed if it is shot and it only has 60 HP. So if you're going to grab a teammate's banner or EMP an enemy team, try and swerve in your drone so the enemies can't shoot it. Tip number 7 is that if you look up at the large banners that are around the map, it will tell you how many squads are within 200 meters of you and your teammates, so it's very useful to tell if you could be attacked anytime soon. Tip number 8 is that you can use your drone to grab teammates' banners and respawn them. This is really useful if you just barely make it out of a fight and both of your teammates are dead. That way you don't have to go in and try and get their banners yourself. You can send in your drone to do the work. Tip number 9 is that when you're scanning a survey beacon as crypto, if you do it when you're in your drone, it is instantaneous. Like, it happens immediately, and you're not sitting out there vulnerable while you do the animation. Even though it does look kind of cool, it's just faster and easier to do it with the drone. Tip number 10 is that anytime you EMP, you should always try and follow up with a strong push with you and all of your team. Because if you time it perfectly after you EMP them, you can push into the fight and catch them right when they're healing their shields, and it'll be very easy to get the eliminations. Bonus tip for crypto is that you can use your EMP to up your Evo. If you realize that your Evo shield is very close to leveling up to the next stage, just go EMP a team, and you don't even have to follow up with a fight. You can just EMP them to get your armor and move on. One of the best combos in Apex Legends is definitely Crypto, Revenant, and Octane. These 3 legends together are unstoppable, and they can wipe any squad they want to. All you have to do is Death Totem and EMP a team at the same time, and then place your jump pad right beside the Death Totem so you can jump pad in onto the team. And because they'll be low on shields, you can try and wipe them while you're in death protection. But if you can't finish them off, then you can jump head back in right when you get to the Death Totem, and you'll be back in the fight within seconds. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out, and I'll catch you next time. See ya!